Imagine slowly losing every memory that made you, your family, your home, even your own name. That is what Alzheimer's can eventually do. And despite decades of research and billions spent, science still cannot cure it. But why? Alzheimer's is not simply forgetfulness. It is a progressive brain disease that begins damaging the brain years, possibly decades, before severe symptoms appear. Your brain contains billions of neurons. These cells communicate through an enormous network of electrical and chemical signals. Memories are not stored in one tiny folder. They are distributed across connected brain regions. When those connections break, recovering a memory becomes increasingly difficult. In Alzheimer's, two proteins usually receive most of the attention. The first is beta amyloid. It can accumulate between neurons, forming sticky plaques that disrupt their environment. The second is tau. Normally, tau helps support structures inside neurons. But abnormal tau can twist into tangles, interfering with the cell's internal transport system. Eventually, neurons lose connections, stop functioning, and die. As the damage spreads, the brain physically shrinks. So why not simply remove those proteins? Scientists have tried. Some newer treatments can reduce amyloid and modestly slow cognitive decline in certain people with early Alzheimer's. But slowing the disease is not the same as curing it. Removing amyloid cannot automatically rebuild neurons that have already died, or perfectly reconnect the brain's enormous memory network. And Alzheimer's may involve much more than two proteins. Inflammation, immune cells, blood vessels, metabolism, and genetics may all contribute. Different patients can have different combinations of these problems. That means Alzheimer's may not be one identical disease with one universal solution. Timing creates another enormous challenge. By the time noticeable memory loss begins, brain damage may already be advanced. It is like arriving after a building has been burning silently for years. Doctors are improving early detection through brain scans, spinal fluid testing, and newer blood tests. But predicting exactly who will develop dementia and when remains difficult. Treatments also must cross the blood-brain barrier, a protective security system that blocks many substances from entering the brain. Even successful treatments can involve serious risks. Amyloid-targeting drugs can cause brain swelling or bleeding in some patients, requiring careful screening and MRI monitoring. And experiments that succeed in laboratory mice often fail in humans. A mouse brain cannot reproduce the full complexity of a human brain aging over many decades. Scientists may therefore need combination treatments, one therapy for amyloid, another for tau, another for inflammation, and perhaps another to protect or restore neurons. The future may involve personalized treatment based on a patient's genes, biomarkers, and disease stage. Science is no longer completely powerless. Some treatments can delay progression, and earlier diagnosis is improving. But a true cure would need to stop the disease, protect surviving neurons, and restore lost brain function safely. That is one of the hardest repair jobs medicine has ever attempted. If science could permanently cure only one condition next, would you choose Alzheimer's, cancer, or aging? Comment your choice and follow for the next scientific mystery.